What's up, guys? We got 2 exciting turkey hunts in Virginia that we're going to send you off to this week. I know seasons are closed now, so we're wrapping up turkey season pretty quick. But with that said, we'll send you off to Virginia.
Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, April 26th. Today I'm hunting with my buddy Jacob. We are hunting some private property today. Last week, my dad and I were in here, and we had 3 longbeards come in and hang up on us. They had heads with them, but hopefully we can get them to break loose today. We hunted them twice last week. The second time we hunted them, they were across the street. I don't know where they're today, but if we're going to set up where they roosted the first day we hunted them, so hopefully we can be right in their lap this morning. It's extra early. It's about 5:15. They've been gobbling about 5:45. So we're set up. We're going to set up here just inside the woods. But I didn't want to do any camera work until they start gobbling, so we're going to get in there, get set up. We're going to hang with a Jake and a hen. Hopefully the 3 longbeards want to come in and kick some butt. But we're going to head in, and hopefully we'll get into some birds this morning.
Alright guys, finally got it done. These are the same 3 birds my dad and I were chasing the other day that we had on film strutting around us. Believe it or not, I think we spooked a hen out of the tree behind us, my buddy Jacob and I, and she flew off, so I think that was to our benefit. We had at least 3, maybe 4 gobblers across the road here, and fortunately enough we were able to pull them across. We had the decoy set up. They weren't where we originally thought they were. They were actually on the opposite side, so we had to scurry for a setup. and we didn't have the decoys strategically where we wanted them. But it worked out. The birds came in. They started skirting us. Jacob was probably about 20, 25 yards to my left, so I was the closer of the two people closest to the birds. Birds came in. They kind of hung out for a second. They didn't want to commit to the decoys, and I was getting kind of nervous that they were going to get boogered and get out of here. Jacob couldn't have shot, so I went ahead and shot. First shot, I'm not really sure what happened. It definitely hit him. He was peppered pretty good. I did have to do a follow-up shot, but by far my biggest bird, 1.5 inch spurs at least. Beard, not the biggest bird I've ever killed, but by far the biggest bird. I mean, those spurs are absolutely huge. By far the biggest bird, like I said, at least 1.5 inches. But we were actually just kind of taking pictures with the turkey and stuff. We actually heard another bird hammer. So we know there was 2 with him, so that's 3 other gobblers that are here. And we heard the hen firing off. So we're gonna probably finish up here, get out of here, and then maybe get some breakfast and come back out. Beautiful morning, beautiful morning. It rained most of the day yesterday, so we were able to sneak in here fairly quiet, but good day. Hopefully the footage looked all right. I didn't get a chance to review it yet, but hopefully it worked out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the hunt as much as I did.
Good morning, guys. Today is April 28th. It's a Saturday. Today I'm hunting Quantico Marine Base. Today's actually the first day of the season this year that I'm actually running fully solo. Hopefully you guys have seen a few of my hunts from this year already. I've actually killed 2. My dad's killed 2 birds. So it's been a pretty good season so far, but the birds that we've killed have been on private land. I've hunted Quantico for the past couple years, but this year it seems to be unlike any other. Birds just aren't talking much. There's not a lot of birds being killed, so I'm not sure what's going on, if they're still heading up pretty bad or what, but it's about 5 o'clock. We're heading in. We want to get out here early, obviously with it being a Saturday, and this is semi-public. We want to be the first out here to get to the spot where we want to be, so we're heading in. I have killed in this spot before, along with my dad, so I know there's birds here. We actually hunted this youth hunt and called in some jakes, but weather conditions were not ideal for youth hunt. But so we're heading in. Got loaded down with all my camera equipment, decoys, turkey vest. So we got a long walk back in here. So we're heading in. Hopefully when it starts breaking daylight, hopefully we'll have some birds talking this morning and get on them. So far this year, that's been the key from what I've been hearing is, within the first half an hour of gobbling, you gotta get on them quick. Once they hit that ground, it's they've shut right up. So hopefully weather conditions are going to be pretty good today. It's supposed to be a high of 65 or 70, something like that. It's about high 40s right now, so stick with me. Hopefully we'll have some action here in a little while. Alright guys, it's just starting to get daylight. It's extremely foggy this morning. I don't know if you just heard that. We got multiple birds gobbling. So far, nothing's close. So we're gonna get as close as we can to those birds now. While we can with this fog, while they're still on the limb. So we're gonna make a move over there. Unless we hear something closer. But he's hammering, we gotta get over there. Alright guys, we just got set back up. We got as far as we could towards him. There's 2 or 3 gobbling, but I can't really tell if they're on the ground or not. there's one off to my left over here. He's probably the closest, and there's one or two over here. It's about that time they're gonna fly down, but it is pretty foggy, so he's hammering pretty good. So we're gonna get ready here and hopefully get some action here pretty soon. All right, we got 2 goblin. Sounds like they might be getting closer. I'm not 100% sure, but this terrain can be so deceiving. But I definitely think they're on the ground though. So hopefully they're working this way. So we have been sitting here for probably about half an hour. It's quieted down quite a bit, but we just had this one bird gobble a couple times. I wouldn't say he's fired up, but right now he's the only bird that's answering me every once in a while, so I got him to gobble like 2 or 3 times. So what I'm going to do is just sit tight, and he definitely sounds closer. So I'm going to sit tight and hope that he can't resist the hens and come on over here and check us out. I got a hen decoy off a little bit behind me and to my right. So hopefully he'll come on in and check us out here. It's real hard to see this morning because of this fog. So hopefully we'll bring him that extra distance to get a shot. I cannot believe this. I just shot a longbeard, and these other 2 longbeards are just hanging out over the top of the turkey I just shot. What a way to close out my spring turkey season. Unfrickin' believable. All on video. I frickin' cannot believe this. They're still strutting down there.
Well, guys, what an absolutely exciting morning. Just to kind of give you a recap of what happened. I started out on the other side of this property and had some birds hammering this morning, and eventually they just shut up. And I heard some birds this way, So what I was going to do is just work here and do a big loop around these birds and try to get something working. But on this road that I'm on, I literally stepped to the top of the road. I made one call and they hammered, definitely within 100 yards. And I literally just jumped off and sat right down. I had no time to get my decoy off, no time to get my backpack off. I literally just sat down. And almost every call I made, they hammered. And I tried to be patient. I made a few calls and just shut up, and hopefully they were going to come looking. Eventually they were up on top. Eventually they worked down to this road. And about a 50-yard shot, the Apex small town blend absolutely destroyed him, destroyed his head. But then once he went down, there was 2 other longbeards with him, and they just had a field day with him. They beat up on him a little bit and were strutting. Obviously you can see I had a little bit of fun in the video with the birds gobbling and stuff. But I'm tagged out in Virginia. That's number 3 for me. So for the rest of the season, I will be calling for other people, videoing. I'm beyond blessed and thankful. But what an absolutely beautiful morning here in Virginia. The base, Quantico, where I'm hunting, it's been absolutely tough this year. So I feel very fortunate. You know, there's some veteran guys here that haven't even killed a bird yet, and normally they're tagged out the first week. So for it to all happen the way it did, I can't be more thankful, more blessed. He's probably a 3-year-old bird, definitely an over an inch spurs, you know, probably a 9-10 inch beard, but an absolute beautiful bird. Can't be more blessed and more thankful. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the hunt as much as I did, and thanks for tuning in to Whitetail 365.
Those are 2 great hunts. A lot of challenges presented themselves in all of them, and it's always an accomplishment to tag out, regardless of the state and the amount. It's pretty crazy to see after he had shot his 2nd bird there that the other birds that were with him came back and picked on him. So it's always, if it's legal in your state, it's always a pretty good opportunity to get a double if that's something you can do in your area. But he was already tagged out at this point, so he just had a little bit of fun calling at him and getting him riled up. So that was the end of his Virginia season. We've got a couple more hunts from Kyle coming up where he's taking a few of his friends out and getting them on some birds. So stick tuned. We'll have those coming soon. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube.